All right, what's going on, team? Today is October 10th, 2022, and this is your market update. This is Coach Avalos from Bullring Trading, bringing you the latest and the greatest. So, got a few things to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get started. Um, so, we got a few things in the news that you need to consider in your trades. So, let's start with the first one. One of the things that I always bring to the team is watch the Asian stock markets. Okay, so you can see here we have Asian stocks facing headwinds amid fragile sentiment. So you can see that Asian shares look to set to open under pressure. Now I'm going to show you real quick on my trading view. I do have the Asian markets right up here, and you can see both of them. Let me move this over. Both of them are down 500. That's huge. I mean, that's a big deal. So one of the things that I always tell the trading team in our private Telegram group is whatever they do, we're gonna do. So keep an eye out for the Asian stocks. They are pointing to a lower low. Um, we'll see what happens. So if you follow them, 9 p.m. Eastern time is, I believe, when they open up. So that's coming, and you can see in the pre-market they're already dropping. Okay, another important part of the news that you should look at is what are the relative performances of the day. You can see the 10-year note continue to go up. Then we have NASDAQ, Russell 2000, and S&P all going down. And then at the bottom, you see the Nikkei 225 is also dropping. So that's being looked at on the U.S. Stock markets. So one more thing coming this week, and keep an eye on this, is CPI data is going to be released October 13th, 8:30 in the morning. So depending on what happens there, we might see a rally like we usually do, and then eventually the stock market will go down, but I will keep you guys posted. For right now, I think we will continue to dip. One of the times that they released data from CPI, somebody leaked it a day before, and the market started rallying the day before. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens tomorrow. So be careful with your trades. Have very, very short stops or tight stops. Just don't play into the hype. There's going to be a few rallies, but don't play into the hype. Remember, the market is still in a downtrend. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you get a chance, do me a favor, subscribe, hit notifications, and like the video. It helps the channel out. Let's go into SPX. So SPX, I have it up here for the day. Nothing surprising to me. If you watched the video yesterday, I told you guys this was going to go down. We had a little rally to begin with, and eventually it just continued to go down. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you something on the 1 minute chart. Okay, and if you use TradingView, the regression channels are very good. If you want to use these from top to bottom, you can see when the stock hit the top of the channel, and eventually when it crossed the midpoint, this is where me and some of my team got into some puts. And of course, we have our tight stop loss. So if you see the mid channel here, 36.32 was the actual price. We let it right down to about 36.21, which was a really nice scalp. And then again, you wait for it to hit the top of the blue channel. We did the same here. That was 2 times. And then this was the third entry. And this one was a really good one. We just let it ride all the way down. But this also tells you, okay, is it kind of bullish still, or is it going bearish, which is the red? So if you're not using this, I would suggest you use it. If you're going to day trade, you're going to do swing trading or long term, they also work. If you don't understand them, I suggest you click on the link at the bottom and join the group for free, and then I'll teach you, and the rest of the group will chime in and help you out. Really good team in the bull ring. Okay, so then SPX started to rally up, which we kind of expected because this was really in a downtrend channel. So now same thing here, right? We bounced off of here, great entries for a call. Up here when it came back in, once it got to the mid level, it tells you maybe you got a chance there for a put. But all these red candles would have told you that there's a lot of selling going on, and potentially you can get an entry there on a put. I still have my long-term put. I am very bearish on this. I am short the SPX, and I'll show you why. SPX just continues to go down. And one of the things to note here is this orange line, which is the 5-day moving average, and anything that goes under the 5-day, okay, is considered very bearish. I can take you over to the weekly. You see on the weekly, we went under already. So this is a very bearish stock. This is why I am short the SPX. And then now we crossed the 50 and we are headed to cross the 200. So be careful with entries. Don't get too complacent. Let me show you one more thing here. So we still do have the downtrend, right? So we'll draw our lines and we can see that we have not crossed that resistance line on the way down. One of the other things to note here, if you turn on your Heikinashi candles, and if you don't know what Heikinashi is, click on the link below, join the group, we'll teach you. It's not hard, but Heikinashi is shows you the momentum of the stock. I just said momentum. Okay, momentum. So this is bearish here. You see that? So we do have a bearish flag here with SPX. And let's go ahead and see how far down will SPX go. You get a duplicate here. Well, and I've shown this in other videos, right? So our first target here is going to be 3,200. I still think that we'll be headed down towards 2,500, 2,400 area, because it's just correcting itself. This is what happens in the market. So don't panic if you see stuff going down. My suggestion is you paper trade. Do not buy anything if you are confused. But we are going down and it will continue to go down. So we come over and we look at the rest of the stocks. We had some pretty good runs today. Apple started making a run. It's still in a downtrend, but I'll show you. I actually opened up some Apple calls today when I noticed this trend here. And it went very well for me. Made about 6%. Then I got out, but you can see there was an uptrend rally. Same thing with Amazon. We have a nice, let me grab my parallel channel. So we had a nice little uptrend with Amazon. And then Tesla. Tesla kind of led the pack with the uptrend, and then they kind of fell out. So we'll do this here. All right, so it looked like it was going to rally, but it met some serious resistance up on top. If you take your resistance line, one second, got some folks calling me. All right, so we take our resistance line here. You can see that Tesla was never going to make it out, so a couple of resistance areas in here, but still in an uptrend. Then we have Microsoft. Same thing. Microsoft was pretty impressive and bullish. I like Microsoft. Microsoft is one of my old school trades I played in the past. So Same thing here, like everything else in tech, went down, started rallying up, and then didn't make it, exhausted out. So what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, same thing that happened last time when we had jobs report. Like I told you guys, see Google. Same thing here on the daily. I see a bear flag, and I think Google will continue to go down. But we're going to keep going down. And at the end of the day, we're not going to see a big rally. I will be very, very surprised if SPX and the rest of the stocks do this. Let me show you real quick. So I think we're going to do this for a little bit. Okay. We'll go down, and then I'll come back up, and maybe here, and then we'll head back down again, depending on data. And we'll keep doing the same, like I said before. We're not going to drop right away, but you will see definitely a downtrend. If the stock decided to do this, okay, that's very unheard of, but you never know with what's going on nowadays, okay? So, again, hopefully this helps, guys, and if it does, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you have any questions, again, continue to add into the comments or send me an email, whichever one you prefer. And don't forget bullringtrading.com. Get a free 30-day pass into the room. So this is what we got today. So in the morning or after 9 p.m. tonight, keep an eye on the Asian stock market and see how far they go down. That's going to give you a good indicator of what we have to deal with. All right. Well, good night to everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.